had overcome several hurdles to bring the separate electoral roll to this stage. The amendment will take effect after receiving the governor's assent.
We have demanded the word to be inserted, indigenous tribe, because why in Meghalaya we have this order 1950 where more than 21 tribes has been included as a scheduled tribe in Meghalaya, but in Garo Hills context it is not applicable because all these 21 tribals are not an indigenous. They are not an indigenous, they are migratory tribes. So with omission of this indigenous tribe, I think the bill is not giving the inspiration. It is not fulfilling the inspiration of the people of the Garo Hills.
So we also sent to the honorable governor to the Meghalaya, governor of Meghalaya, like us in our first draft regarding this bill, we place an indigenous residence. We, this present executive committee, place an indigenous resident, but later on we received the approval letter from the governor omitting the indigenous. So as of now, we are able to raise and pass this bill for at least for now. We have to accept these rules. As we all know, constitutionally, we have to see or go through very clearly. Otherwise, this bill may be passed in the House of the District Council, but we will not be able to get the assent of the governor. So we have to understand all this. So regarding the passing of this bill, I appeal to my friends, Garo friends, and all my tribal friends, please do kindly understand the situation, the fact that if constitution allows, then it is okay. We can amend the rules as what people wants actually.
Utabil siyangonin ya bill ko pas kana manja singa ya bill ko pas kana kata anga sal sumerangonin singa isiyo chansi imna amnang ko kaha aro dalo singa ya bill ko pas kana nani re wan longena chika sumna achik jatna isiaro kachani salunga ngaken singa sekarang pau angani kanirang kumana ngaken ya separate electoral roll ko pas kana kita singa sekarang pau gubernur ni approve kani ko mancingna nanga.
The Meghalaya Congress staged a protest rally in Shillong today against the proposed FCRA amendment bill, with hundreds of Congress supporters and representatives linked to FCRA registered organization participating. The rally began from the Fire Brigade ground. MPCC President Vincent H. Pala said the protest was aimed at creating awareness about the possible impact of the proposed amendments on NGOs and institutions receiving foreign contribution. He alleged that the amendment could increase government control over institutions and their properties, including schools, hospitals and churches. Pala also questioned the stand that Meghalaya MPs and Meghalaya Democratic Alliance would take when the bill comes for the discussion in Parliament.
The rally we started from Fire Brigade. This is a rally as a sign of protest against the introduction of the bill in Parliament. The FCRA bill, as you know, everybody who wants to get funds from outside of the country, they need a license, and this license is called FCRA. The problem is that the amendment of the FCRA, the intention of this FCRA is to target the institutions, to take away the property of the institutions, to take away the property of the NGOs, and to harass the NGOs, to harass the institutions. That's why we protest. And I hope that all of you also will help us in spreading the news so that we can do this awareness.
Cabinet Minister and Jirang MLA Sosinu Sotun said preliminary inputs indicate that pollution levels in Byrnihat have reduced by around 40 to 45% following the installation of outdoor solar-powered air purifiers. The Meghalaya State Pollution Control Board is conducting a 2-day trial of the Waro C6 air purifiers at 2 locations in Byrnihat. The machines developed by Mumbai-based Zero Carbon Tech 24 Private Limited use solar power to filter polluted ambient air. Sotun, however, said the authorities are awaiting the complete assessment report before drawing any final conclusion on the effectiveness of the system. He added that both the Meghalaya and Assam governments are taking measures to reduce pollution in Byrnihat, which shares an interstate border and has industrial units on both sides.
Actually, from the Pollution Control Board, be it Meghalaya or Assam, they are trying to work it out on how to resolve with all these issues. The installation of this machine, it's according to the report that the engineer and then the scientists from the Pollution Control Board, they have given the feedback that those machines, they are helpful with let's say 40-45%. So that is the report which they are giving. So that's why that the installation of this machine is just the trial installation only, and then we are going to work on it also, because if we are getting the full details of the report, then we will think about what to go ahead.
Coming up are the regional news. The Manipur Police Department, in collaboration with the Youth Affairs and Sports Department, organized a Har Ghar Tiranga bike rally as part of the Independence Day celebrations. The rally was flagged off from Hapta Kangjebung in Imphal East in the presence of Chief Minister Y. Kemchan Singh, Home Minister K. Govinda Singh, Director General of Police Manipur Mukesh Singh, and other senior police officials. Over 81 kilometers, the riders travelled from Imphal towards the 8th Battalion Manipur Rifles Complex at Laikun in Chandel district, passing through historic landmarks including the Khongjom War Memorial Complex and Palal.
I would like to welcome Honorable Chief Minister, sir, Honorable Home Minister, Honorable Minister for Arts and Culture. It is a great honor for me to welcome the Honorable Chief Minister for this grand event. You can see the enthusiasm among the people, and Manipur has a great riding habit, and people of Manipur are great riders. I see that there are many clubs which are all gathered together to spread a message of national integrity and peace for Manipur. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Nagaland Chief Minister Naypyidaw Rio chaired a cabinet meeting to review key issues concerning oil exploration, the frontier highway and the recurring flood and landslide situation in the state. Tourism and Higher Education Minister Temjin Ima Along said the cabinet discussed protecting the rights and concerns of landowners affected by oil exploration. The meetings also reviewed the 30-meter, 18-meter and 12-meter road alignment issues related to the frontier highway, while stressing the need to safeguard the interests of people living in border areas. The cabinet also discussed preparedness to deal with recurring landslides and house damage across Nagaland and called for fact-based discussion and a positive approach to development.
There were a number of key decisions taken, especially with regards to the inclusivity to bring about the landowners and addressing their rights with regards to the oil exploration. The cabinet is of the view that all concerns have to be addressed in every way. At the same time, for the Foothill Road, it's the latest update with the Government of India, the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, and also with regards to 30-meter, 18-meter, 12-meter issue of the Foothill Road, which is going to be one of the lifelines for economic resurgence for our state.
Next, we have for you the national news. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has urged citizens to participate enthusiastically in the Har Ghar Tiranga campaign and renew their collective resolve to contribute towards building a Viksit Bharat. This year's celebration will also mark the 150th anniversary of Vande Mataram, with Tiranga Yatras, rallies, concerts and mass singing planned across the country. The Culture Ministry has also urged citizens to hoist a tricolour at home and share their selfies on the campaign website. Jharkhand police on Monday resorted to lathi charge and water cannons as student protesters breached barricades and moved towards the Jharkhand Assembly during the ongoing monsoon session. The students are demanding reforms in recruitment examination and action over alleged irregularities. Some protesters reached the assembly premises and staged a sit-in, while fasting leader Devendra Nath Mahato joined the agitation on a stretcher. Jharkhand Minister Deepika Pandey Singh said the state government said it is open to a judicially monitored probe, but maintained that cancellation of the JSSC CGL exam involves judicial and legal considerations.
उन्होंने भी अपनी बातों को रखा है, जो विसंगतियां बतानी थी उन्होंने बहुत डिटेल तरीके से बताया है। इन लोगों के अलावा अन्य 3 समूह से अभी हम लोगों को मिलना है और इन बातों को फिर हम लोग माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी के सामने रख के आगे की चर्चा बोलेगा। तुम लोग
देखिए, ये तो लोगों का प्यार है, उस पर हम कोई कमेंट नहीं करना चाहते हैं और मैं सब नहीं चाहता हूँ। मैं भगवान नहीं हूँ, मैं कोई मसीहा हूँ, मैं एक साधारण लड़का हूँ, माड़ भात खाता हूँ, सूखा रोटी खाता हूँ और ये प्रोटेस्ट के बाद भी मैं वही खाऊंगा। मेरा निजी जिंदगी में कुछ बदलाव होने वाला नहीं है, लेकिन मेरे दिल में सबसे ज्यादा अगर दर्द हुआ, तकलीफ हुआ, तो मेरा भूख हड़ताल से ज्यादा दर्द हुआ उस कांटेदार तार का जाली से। इसीलिए तो मैं आया हूँ। एक आते आते टूट गया। ये 3 लेयर का बैरिकेडिंग था। ये 3 लेयर का बैरिकेडिंग आते आते ये छात्र लोग इससे हम लोग निकल जा रहे हैं। लेकिन बात है कि सरकार क्यों अराजकता चाहती है? सरकार क्यों अराजकता को न्यौता दे रही है? सरकार छात्र के मांगों पर क्यों सहमति नहीं बना रही है?
Moving on to international news. Indian High Commissioner to Bangladesh, Dinesh Trivedi, met Bangladesh Prime Minister Tariq Rahman in Dhaka on Monday and discussed matters of mutual interest and ways to further strengthen bilateral relations. Trivedi conveyed Prime Minister Narendra Modi's greetings and reaffirmed India's willingness to work with the Bangladesh government and people. The talks focus on a positive, constructive and people-centric approach to advancing ties between the two countries. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Sunday said Israel would not withdraw from Gaza until Hamas fully disarms, rejecting key elements of U.S. President Donald Trump's proposed 15-point board of peace plan. Trump had earlier said that Israel and Hamas had agreed to his plan aimed at ending the Gaza war. However, Israel has continued military strikes in Gaza despite a ceasefire agreed last October. Trump also said Hamas had agreed to lay down its weapons, but Netanyahu maintained that complete disarmament remains a condition for any Israeli withdrawal. And finally, the sports news. India enjoyed a historic day at the World Athletics Under-20 Championship in Eugene, USA, with Basant Kumar Mehwal and Shahnawaz Khan winning medals in the high jump and long jump. Mehwal, the reigning Asian Under-20 champion, won silver in the men's high jump and a personal best of 2.21 meters. Shahnawaz Khan secured bronze in the men's long jump with an effort of 7.84 meters. The two medals took India's overall tally to 3, matching the country's medal haul from the 2021 and 2022 editions. The All Meghalaya Sepak Takraw Association is preparing to send its men's and women's team to the 29th National Sepak Takraw Championship in Jammu and Kashmir in September 2026. Players are undergoing regular training sessions, with the association expressing confidence in their preparations. The association has also urged the Meghalaya government to include Sepak Takraw in the 2027 National Games, saying it would provide local players a platform to showcase their talent.
Kane-kade kajing penkrek kajongi nak kebentaban lek simenta hapoka 29 National Sepak Takraw Championship kebanlong hapo Jammu and Kashmir hapo nongbas Srinagar. Te kanlong nado hindrou tarik ado sipau tarik. Te ngikirmen skam hakne kasin kabamenta kini kikna kajongi kinyo ban practice ha angne hapo nehu hapo sai idon artat ini coach jongi ban hapo sai ini bidumaki in hakiju kapor ide national coach but ide international bro ke ngikermen scam pakikna jongi kinwanra eka medals eka burom dalam taka jalan.
The weather report. First, let's take a look at the weather report in Tura. The minimum temperature was recorded at 24 degrees Celsius, maximum temperature was 31 degrees Celsius, relative humidity was 81%, and rainfall was recorded at 8.5 millimeters. Moving on to Shillong, minimum temperature was 19 degrees Celsius, maximum temperature was 26 degrees Celsius, relative humidity was 84%, and rainfall was recorded at 4.7 millimeters. Meanwhile, in July, minimum temperature was 19 degrees Celsius, maximum temperature was 27 degrees Celsius, relative humidity was 82%, and rainfall was recorded at 3.4 millimeters. And the forecast in Tura, Shillong and Juai says moderate rain with thunderstorm likely to occur at many places. Before we wrap up, here are the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi urges citizens to join Har Ghar Tiranga campaign as nation prepares for vibrant Independence Day celebrations. Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma seeks centre support for NEA expansion and raises Meghalaya's EAP concern with Finance Minister. The JP MLA A.L. Hegg urges centre to refer FCRA Amendment Bill to join Parliamentary Committee for Detailed Parliamentary Security. And GHADC unanimously passes rule amendments to pave way for separate electoral roll with ST-based voter eligibility. Well, viewers, that's all we have for you from our newsroom this evening. We will be back tomorrow at the same time with new updates. Till then, have a good night.